Now you own a gallery in Harpers Ferry. Does this mean some of the artwork might find its way into City Hall?
Only with approval of the council and the town. we might move it around, and we have a lot of wonderful local artists. I would like to invite them. Say, bring a painting into town hall and hang it up. I think that would be a wonderful idea. Yes, I would certainly want to do that, because I think that would liven it up a little bit. It might stay for a month or so, and then we change it.
Alternate them.
Right, come and see the. We don't have an awful lot of wall space because we have bulletin boards and things like that. But yeah, let's find a place for our Harpers Ferry artisans.
Featured Artist of the Month or
Why
something.
not? Sure. Yeah.
Sounds good.
Good idea.
Now, you yourself, your gallery is not your only interest. You worked for the Park Service for a number of years.
32 years, and I stuck it out long enough to get my retirement, but that was easy because the Park Service is a great outfit to work for. If you're going to work for the government, work for the Park Service.
If you can get in there, because it's hard
I got in the time. It's very difficult now, and of course with all the budget cuts, it's going to get more. And I feel kind of badly about that because they say they're going to cut the Park Service, but that's one government agency that when you go to a national park, you feel good about your tax dollar because you're enjoying it, you're being educated, you're relaxing, and I hate to see that not taken care of.
Not only that, but it is one feature of the government that does serve literally all the people.
Yes, indeed.
A lot of entitlement programs and benefits programs, they serve a select portion, but everybody benefits from the national parks.
And I know working at the Harpers Ferry Design Center, they're very careful and very diligent about their interpretation in the parks, that every voice is heard and several points of view are given. For a while it was. When you get started, you kind of do it one way, what all the history books always said. Well, then you find out, wait a minute, there are other voices that weren't being heard in those history books. After all, it's written by usually one or two people with their point of view. So
usually Anglo-Saxon white males who...
Well, it was an interesting, one of the newspapers asked me, do you think working for the Park Service helped you? And my reply was, I'm not sure. Maybe because of the Park Service has a pretty good image, but also it's big government. And to some people in this area, with the C&O, Canal, maybe in the early days when they established feel hurt about maybe some of the properties that were taken, and I don't know were they paid properly, or I've heard rumors, and of course that's fading in the past a little bit because some time has elapsed, and I think people realize the benefit of the park. But still, it's big government. And a lot of people, don't like to see them, overstep their bounds, and they shouldn't. I think the balance has been met in Harpers Ferry. I think the park is wonderful; they're doing a great job, but I'm not so sure they need any more property or any more road claiming or things like that. It needs to be worked out. That's going to be one of the big jobs ahead. A good relationship with the park. I feel that
the Harpers Ferry is surrounded on all sides by the Park Service.
Literally, that and rivers, we're really tied in there.
You are. So do you think that your 32 years with the Park Service will give you an extra insight into the way they operate, or give you an extra ability to, at times, negotiate when necessary with the Park Service?
Well, I hope so, because I do know that the people that work for the Park Service are dedicated people. They are guardians of the national treasures, and I think that explains why the superintendent, the current one, Donald Campbell, it does a very good job, I think, at that. He does what he's supposed to do. He is the guardian, and a lot of us, get a little ruffled up when we think, but see, he does his job well, right? But I think they also need to send a representative to the town councils of both Bolivar and Harpers Ferry to inform them not only about the good things, the programs, but what's coming up with road blocking events. I think that the park and Harpers Ferry need to work together for events on, say, Shenandoah Street, which the town, it's a little difficult for the park because the town of Harpers Ferry does own Shenandoah Street, but that's their main street, you see, of exhibition and buildings. And they're very concerned about visitor safety and about interpretation. And we need to work together because I think that most of the town people believe we want to have, great interpretation and good safety. Our police department under Chief Wyndham does a very good job trying to coordinate that, but we need to work at that.